EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down, Etienne once more. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as they get this up past the 35-yard line. The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, ETN once more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
On second down, Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
In motion right is Tony. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A give running right, ETN. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. James now to return. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Flush to his right. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments
check in with
for the second half.
Coachman
One of these
EA
teams is
Sports
going to emerge
halftime
2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ten 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as they get this out past the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Kansas City.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series, and let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really change the way this game was going.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's a give to ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Here's second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Jaguars have won the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home...
You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, never whole rep, that. Top dog since time now, stack a lobster with a shrimp. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you dip, rap. Bet that, real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep. That top dog since top ramen now, stack a lobster with a shrimp. Fat, big, put a ribbon on it, get you dip, rap. Bet that, real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still that way, still that way.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, these Steelers, Charles, 9-8 a year ago. Their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, made 12 starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming, both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh a victory. Plus, the Steelers have added some nice pieces around him, and they'll be able to protect him even better in 2023.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This one complete. Lance to Kittle. Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Waste of time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey on the counter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they're going to have themselves an up. As the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the ball is knocked out. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Steelers nothing.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit,
force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this?
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. From the gun, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Harris running straight ahead. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 56 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down from one of the most fun guys to watch in the league, George Kittle. He was plenty of fun for the 49ers last season. He caught 11 touchdown passes and was among the top 5 in tight ends in yards.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 57 yards. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Javon Hargrave, the former Eagle, there on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to find Gray here. He's got room to roam. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And Lance now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 18. Off play action. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. That's good for 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball. Getting ready.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 49 yards. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion right is Robinson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now this throw caught left side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Pickett sets up play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. How about this? And he'll return it to the 24.
So she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face. Your chain is a neck. Go that, please, don't go that, me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, neck wrist go that, sis go that, this time go that, me. I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double the mine in the bleach. I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit, beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no chosen there. I call him come with Brianna, been parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1. You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it. Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it. Get down. Dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw. All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space, I'm on a pile. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest, eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I eBay valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my kata. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.